Jashodanandana Brajo Janaranjana Nandana Brajo Janaranjana Jashodanandana Brajo Janaranjana Jashodanandana Brajo Janaranjana Jashodanandana Brajo Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra Radha Krishna Chandra Radhi Jaya Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Nrsimha Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Om Vishwpada Paramhamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotarasha Shri His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवत्युत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैस्तिकी. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter number 19, text number 34. Anyesham punyashlokanam Anyesham punyashlokanam Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddama yashasham satam Uddama yasham tatam Uddama yasham satam Upashutya bhaven modaha Upashutya bhaven modaha Upashrutya bhaven modaha Shri Vasankasya Kim Punaha Shri Vasankasya Kim Punaha Shri Vasankasya Kim Punaha Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddama yasham satam Upashrutya bhave modaha Shri Vasankasya kim punaha Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddama yasham satam Upashrutya bhaven modaha Shri Vasankasya kim punaha Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddama yasham satam Upashrutya bhaven modaha Shri Vasankasya kim punaha Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddhama yashasham satam Upashrutya bhaven modaha Shri Vasankasya kim punaha Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddhama yashasham satam Upashrutya bhaven modaha Shri Vasankasya kim punaha Anyesham punyashlokanam Uddhama yashasham satam Upashrutya bhaven modaha Shri Vasankasya kim punaha. Word meaning. Anyesham of others. Punyashokana of pious reputation. Uddhama Uddhamayasham whose fame is spread everywhere. Satam of the devotees. Upashratya by hearing. Bhave may arise. Modaha pleasure. Shri Vasa Ankasya of the Lord who bears the mark Srivasa. Kim Punaha, what to speak of? Translation purport by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: what to speak of hearing the pastime of the Lord, whose chest is marked with the Srivasa? People may take transcendental pleasure even in hearing of the works and deeds of the devotees, whose fame is immortal. Translation with repetition. What to speak of hearing the pastimes of the Lord, whose chest is marked with the Srivasa? People may take transcendental pleasure even in hearing of the works and deeds of the devotees, whose fame is immortal. Purport. Bhagavatam literally means the pastimes of the Lord and the Lord's devotees. For example, there are pastimes of the Lord Krishna and narrations of devotees like Prahlad, Dhruva, and Maharaj Ambarisha. Both pastimes pertain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because the devotees' pastimes are in relation with Him. The Mahabharata, for example, the history of the Pandavas and their activities is sacred because the Pandavas had a direct relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The sense of Bhakti Vedanta purport. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jananjana Shalakaya Shakshurmilitam Dena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutali Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vashyabdi Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Chapter number Canto 3, chapter number 19, text number 34. The chapter name is The Killing of the Demon Hiranyaksha. Earlier classes we are hearing about how there is a battle between Lord Bor and demon Hiranyaksha. Finally, the Lord Bor killed the demon Hiranyaksha. All the devatas headed by Brahma glorified these activities of the Lord, and Brahma is glorifying the death of Hiranyaksha, because Hiranyaksha is got a death by just the kick of Lord Bor. Even the great sages do tapasya to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Hiranyaksha got a blessing just by kicking by his lotus feet. Shri Radha Krishna Thai Gaurang Shri Srila Prabhupada. So Brahma is glorified, and Devatas offer the prayer to the Lord. The Lord is the Bhakta Vatsala, very dear to the devotees. So to protect the devotees, Lord takes incarnation again and again. So that promise what Lord did is fulfilled by killing the Hiranyaksha. Now Sutta Goswami describing before completing this history, Maitreya Muni is speaking to Vidura and telling, I spoke this narration of killing of demon Hiranyaksha by Lord Bore as I heard from the disciple succession. So Maitreya Muni say, and Sutta Goswami referring to this, Sutta Goswami say, by hearing the narration of the fast of the Lord from Maitreya Muni, Vidura experience the unlimited bliss. So Prabhupada wrote in the purport, so one should receive the Vedic knowledge in the Parampara system, and such knowledge is very fruitful, and when received from the Parampara, then he would understand the exact the pastime, the Lord, and thus that pastimes bring bliss, pleasure in the heart of the devotees. So previous two verses, further continuing. Sutta Goswami continued, the dear Brahmana, Vidura, the great devotee, achieved the transcendental bliss hearing the narration and fast of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the authoritative source of the sage Maitreya. And he is very much pleased. And again, Sutta Goswami continuing here, glorifying the devotees in connection with the Lord. Sutta Goswami say, this is the very important things in the Bhagavatam. So here say, what to speak of hearing fast from the Lord, whose chest is masked with the Shivasa. People may take transcendental pleasure even hearing the works and deeds of the devotees. What to speak of Lord's pastimes. So Prabhupada begins. Bhagavatam literally means the pastimes of the Lord and his devotees. And Sutta Goswami is telling, even hearing the pastimes of the great devotees' activities gives a pleasure. What to speak of the Lord's activities? So now we are hearing, okay, here Sutta Goswami say, hearing the great activities, deeds of the devotees so pleasurable. What to speak of the great activities of the Lord? How much pleasurable it must be. But we are not taking any pleasure. We are not taking pleasure, we are not taking interest in hearing the Bhagavatam. So now the speaker of the Bhagavata speaks, so much of pleasure is there. That means they are telling something is wrong. But the thing is, okay, we are not qualified to understand the fast times. And properly understand the fast times, one able to experience a real pleasure. And once get that pleasure, then no more interested in any of the other mundane subject matter. That means that the end of any attraction to the material enjoyment. And that happiness is unlimited. That these are philosophically, theoretically hearing, but we are not trying. Okay, something is in the material world, something is theoretically. Then you will put a lot of effort to attain that. Okay, something is theoretically correct, also logically is correct. Okay, it's going to happen. Okay, if you do this thing, this is going to happen. Then you are very enthusiastic, do and get it done, and will do a lot of hard work. But for the neophyte devotee, it's like a theory of philosophy. But okay, if it's not the philosophy, but we are not building the faith, okay, that this is not just about ordinary people. Great unalloyed devotees are speaking about it. Never ever speaks or misguide common people. Because all these great devotees are mercy personified. Mean that mercy upon all the conditioned souls. So here Sudha Goswami telling, even the great devotees' pastimes are very pleasurable. But we are totally contaminated by the material desires. So all the anarthas, all the bad qualities are, we are the embodiment of all the bad qualities. That is the reason we are not able to appreciate those great qualities. Now if you are living in a group of people who are totally faultless and full of compassion, what great life than that. You know, in material world we are a lot of jealous. We do the wrong things with others. We'll find the fault with other people. We criticize the people. We dominate the people. This whole the quality what we are. And people are cross over all these qualities, embodiment of all the good qualities. Lord is also called Gunarnava. Guna means good qualities. Arnava means ocean. Lord is ocean of good qualities. Like that, devotee is also ocean of good qualities. So, a person will be pleasing for everyone. A person with all the good qualities is a fact. Great devotees are of the embodiment of all the good qualities. That is the reason he is hearing those great qualities, deeds and activities are very pleasurable. How merciful and how much they selfless in their activities. So here the Prabhupada writing in the purport, there are pastimes of the Krishna and a narration of his devotees, Prahlad, Dhruva, Maharaj, Ambarish. Every great devotee's life, you're learning so many things. We all come across the situation all these great devotees are experienced, right? No? Like Prahlad, Dhruva Maharaj, what the situation come across. How Dhruva Maharaj deal with and is deal with those situations. Like his own stepmother insulting at the end of stepmother insulted, and also the anger. Dhruva Maharaj went to forest to please the Lord and take the revenge against his own father. Better country than my father or anyone in this world. Once had the darshan. Dhruva Maharaj is left of all this bad quality and he acquired all the good qualities. So his all desires are vanished. And Uttanapada came to know that, okay, Dhruva self-realized. Now Suniti is a mother going to meet Dhruva Maharaj with her husband. And Suniti is not went alone. She called his Surichi also, the stepmother of Dhruva Maharaj. When all these personalities go, Dhruva Maharaj offered obeisance to all the people. And Dhruva Maharaj is not making differentiation. Okay, my mother and Suruchi, she's insulted me. So, become a pure devotee. Otherwise, all, okay, so-called, he was angry towards his own stepmother. He's burning the self. Instead of gaining something, that's what's happening for everyone, okay? Is burning the self. Instead of, that's what he is now, I holding a fire, thinking that I'll burn him. First of all, is burning my own hand. Say, now we are anger or jealous on some other person, is burning me alone first in the beginning. So, whatever happened to the other person is secondary. But I lost. These are lessons we are hearing from the great acharyas, great devotees. Now we vanish. No, but we are not serious. By hearing, we are hearing, repeatedly hearing all these pastimes. Because we are not purified. We are not purified. So unless we purify we are not able to appreciate all these activities. Okay, so as you heard, you will appreciate. To some level we appreciate. Not taking the pleasure. Now we are appreciating, but we are not taking the pleasure by hearing. But here Vasudha Goswami is telling, you take pleasure by hearing. In the case of Ambarish Maharaj, none of his mistake. Purposefully you want to criticize. Dhruva Samani want to criticize Ambarish Maharaj. But Ambarish Maharaj never found any fault in Dhruva Samuni. Instead, he said, you not have any fault. It is fault of me. See, taking the fault without any fault, still you taking the fault. Okay, I offend you. See, these are the great qualities, okay? A devotee's experience internal bliss. And we not experience, okay, coming to that qualities, one day I able to experience the highest pleasure where the spiritual world, the devotees are experiencing every moment. And in the spiritual world, the devotees are experiencing bliss every moment. Anandamidi Vardhanam. And that happiness one able to experience in this material world when it completely purified in this world with the same body. But if you are very much attracted to the pleasure, what is small pleasure you get in the material world, and you have to do a lot of hard work for that. And you have to do a lot of endeavor for that. So, hearing the Bhagavatam, understanding, contemplating on this subject are very, very important. See, hearing the Bhagavatam again, purifying. Many times they go, so, yeah, Prabhu, class taking, so not very good speaker. This Prabhu is not good speaker, so I should not hear. What is happening actually? What he speaks or not speaks is not important. Hearing the pastime again and again, purifying. Okay, now here, I think many times, I think 20, 25 times or 50 times you might heard the pastime Dhruva Maharaj. So many times heard the Ambarish Maharaj pastime. Prabhupada many times quoted. We have heard the Prabhupada lecture many times. Now I am speaking the same pastime today. But Bhasha Shastra say, every time hearing is purifies. 100 times hearing, 100 times purifies. So much purification is happening. And that purification makes one day appreciating every time hearing the Bhagavatam. Otherwise, great devotees of for the Mahabhagavatas, no Bhagavatam, 100%. Taking pleasure hearing the Bhagavatam again and again. Like if you take interest, Bhagavatam classes get over, now have the prasadam. So pleasurable. You have so much. Once the Bhagavatam gets so much, a lot of smile in the face. Bhagavatam got over, now I'll have the prasadam. So see your natural attraction, pleasure. Same natural pleasure even in hearing the Bhagavatam. That's the reason Parikshit Maharaj hearing 7 days into 24 hours. Parikshit Maharaj is hearing Bhagavatam 7 days in 24 hours. And after the 6th day or 7th day started, Shukadeva Maharshi is asking Parikshit Maharaj, 7 days you hearing 24 hours. You might have tired. We have given a little gap. Then it will continue. Bhagavata. Parikshit Maharaj is telling, no. Where I not ate? You think, 6 days you not ate anything. Not slept. So you are thinking, I not ate, I not slept, so I am tired. No, where I not ate? I am drinking the nectar. Every moment I am drinking the nectar of this Bhagavatam. So I am not tired. You continue. I am eager to hear again and again. This is the greatness of the Bhagavatam. That was Guru Sukadeva. That's the reason. Bhagavatam is glorifying the glories of the devotees, the glories of the Lord, and the Bhagavatam is glorifying the glories of the Bhagavatam even. So hearing the Bhagavatam is so important. So, and again, to appreciate and enjoying the Bhagavatam is want to purify, and that purification process itself is hearing the Bhagavatam again and again, and also chanting, engage in devotional services, so many activities. To get qualified to hear the Bhagavatam, hearing the Bhagavatam again and again, which purifies. And also serving the pure devotees, whose glories are there in this Bhagavatam. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada, yasya prasada nagati kudati. So, in Guru Ashtaka will sing Nikunjayo no pratikeli siddhi. So, when some devotees asked Prabhupada, what is this actually? A devotee, a disciple is serving the Guru in fast times of the Lord Krishna in the Vrindavan. Prabhupada says, so it is in Vrindavan, in the spiritual world. When you go to the spiritual world, you're helping the Guru in arrangement for the Krishna's fast times. Now you simply follow my instructions and help my mission in spreading the Krishna consciousness. So, understanding the Krishna's pastimes or devotees' pastimes is very, very difficult unless mercy of the Lord and His pure devotees. Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada offer prayers. I not have any qualification. I am not a yogi. I not have any pious credits. I not have large knowledge about Vedic literatures. Even I not have a bhakti. Then what? I am simply waiting for your mercy. Only your mercy can make me to qualify to understand your great activities, so that one day I will able to appreciate the Krishna's pastimes. So it is not our qualification. One day I will able to understand the Krishna's pastime and Krishna's devotees' pastime and appreciate and take pleasure in this. Continuously devotees look for the mercy of the Lord and his unalloyed devotees are serving the Lord in his mission. So we should be very careful in our service to spiritual master and obey the disciple succession and follow the acharyas given us, follow the instructions what acharyas has given very strictly. Little deviation from this, we losing. Mercy Prabhupada say, how we will get the mercy of the Lord? The mercy of the Lord comes in a disciple succession, in parampara. You can't take a mercy directly from the Lord. This comes in the disciple succession of the parampara. And that's the reason pleasing the acharyas in a disciple succession is very, very important for the devotees by serving and obey the order of the spiritual master and acting with it seriously. Otherwise, okay, my bhakti is okay, purify, okay, chanting, we are also chanting, we do services, hearing the Bhagavatam, and we will grow spiritually. But one want to have the rapid growth in spiritual life. Very sincerely serving the spiritual master. Keep up all my personal desires of material enjoyment. And once we get the mercy of the spiritual master, so-called material enjoyment become very insignificant in front of the pleasure we experience by serving the Lord. So today looks like a philosophy for us, theory, but faith on words of the acharyas. How here Sutta Goswami is speaking about cheering the pastime to the great devotee is so pleasurable. What speak of transcendental Lord with the ocean of good qualities. His pastimes, how pleasurable to hear. And so-called pleasure-taking intention in the material world will be lost once we qualify. And that was stage acharyas recommend us to attain to all of the devotees who are practicing devotional service. That what the acharyas recommend us, we all come to that platform. Afterwards, all so-called rules and regulations are, there is no rules and regulations. When a devotee come to that platform, there is no any rules and regulation for him. Because the says, okay, for him no need to follow any rules and regulations. That means he follow all rules and regulations. For him is not looks like his rules and regulations. So, studying or hearing the Bhagavatam and understanding all these great pastimes and commentary of the acharyas very nicely, and contemplating all those purports was Prabhupada that say, how can adopt those instructions Prabhupada's purports wrote and try adopt, so that all shortcomings in the devotional practice will be mitigated. So I'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.